On July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe as Apollo 11 touched down on the lunar surface. Neil Armstrong's words echoed across the globe. It was a triumph of human ingenuity and a milestone in history. But a question mark began to loom over the mission. A theory emerged, sparking countless debates and persistent skepticism. Was it all a cleverly constructed hoax? The backdrop for this theory was the intense Cold War. The US and Soviet Union were locked in a fierce battle, and the moon race was crucial. For the US, the lunar landing was paramount, a symbol of prestige. Skeptics argue this pressure motivated a deception of unprecedented scale. Kaysing, a NASA contractor, meticulously examined the mission's visual record. He pointed to several key elements that, in his view, didn't match the scientific reality. One frequently cited error concerns the American flag. Skeptics argue it shouldn't be waving in a lunar vacuum. The rippling motion, they suggest, is proof of a breeze, one that could only exist on Earth, perhaps in a film studio. However, NASA has provided a straightforward explanation. The flag was designed with a telescoping horizontal arm to hold it out without air pressure. The apparent waving motion, they say, is simply the effect of the fabric settling into its final. They argue that on the moon, any movement would cause plumes of dust to settle, covering the prints. The crisp prints look more like damp sand on Earth. Lunar regolith, while fine, is composed of irregular, jagged particles created by meteorite impacts. This unique property allows it to compress and hold shapes. Low gravity means dust settles more slowly. The list of perceived anomalies goes on. Critics point to the absence of stars in many photos, a missing camera in a reflection, and odd shadow patterns. The absence of stars is easily explained by the camera's dynamic range. It's the same principle as taking a daytime photograph on Earth. You don't expect to see stars. The shadow patterns are a direct result of the complex, uneven lunar terrain and the angle of the sunlight. The multiple light sources argument stems from a misunderstanding of photographic lighting. The perceived lack of a crater beneath the lunar module's engine has also raised questions. Skeptics argue that the thrust from the engine should have blasted a substantial hole in the lunar dust. However, the rocket engines were throttled down significantly during landing to ensure a soft touchdown. The lack of an atmosphere means exhaust gases disperse rapidly outwards, not creating a focused cone of pressure. The result was not a deep crater, but rather a shallow indentation and the displacement of a very fine upper layer of dust. In recent years, independent evidence has emerged that seems to definitively refute the hoax theory. High-resolution images from lunar orbiters have captured clear images of the hardware left on the lunar surface. This includes the descent stages of the lunar modules, rovers, and even the parts of the astronauts' footprints. While these images cannot prove that humans were there, they do confirm the presence of man-made objects at the exact locations specified by NASA. This, combined with lunar samples verified by scientists. The moon landing hoax theory remains a powerful example of modern conspiracy thinking. It demonstrates the enduring human fascination with secrecy, power, and the potential for official deception. While scientific evidence has largely discredited the claims, the theory persists, a testament to questioning the official narrative. The debates continue, but the undeniable fact remains. Humans took a giant leap in 1969. Whether that leap was onto the dusty plains of the moon or into a cleverly disguised film set is a question that, for some, will never be truly put to rest.